signed that here? I was about y'all.
Yeah.
I
was that Zechariah 5. This is the curse. Yeah.
Five and 3.
He said to me, this is the curse like ground based.
You can start at 1. And read down to 3. All right. Shalom. We want to start off by giving our honor and glory to
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem Kakadash.
We also want to give double honor to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone Ruel, as well as peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. All right, we are the Hebrew Israelites, man. Out here, once again, week in, week out, to prophesy the downfall of America, man. All right, and we're about to explain, all right, what the Heavenly Father is about to do to America in the form of a series of events. So you can start out with Zechariah 5 and 1.
This book of Zechariah chapter 5, starting at verse 1. Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. Verse 2. And he said unto me,
and what is that flying roll? Fathership, man. Those chariots, man. You know, see, we're about to witness vehicles that come from another world, man. All right, because the Most High is about to shake up our reality, man. I can feel it, man. Okay, come on. All right, right out there.
Verse 2. And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length of there is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits.
Yep.
Verse 3. He said unto me, this is a curse that goeth forth over the face of the earth, for everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it.
Yep, this is the curse, man. So the enemy to our enemies is our friend. All right. So this is a curse to our enemies. This is a curse to the house of Edom, man. All right. This is the curse, man. So we have that's another goodie, for lack of better words, that Yahweh Ba'Shem is sending us, man. When we see those chariots, we know what it is. It's the gospel, man.
If I can make a point, it states too, everyone that swears shall be cut off. That's the Edomites. It's the only nation, although the other nations 2/3 gonna be judged, but the Esau or Edom is the only nation that will be cut off.
Hey man, you know how beautiful this is, man. Hey, but I'm gonna let you get your piece up. You got it, bro.
Come on, bag it up. So we're talking about the chariots. Let's go to Isaiah 19, Isaiah chapter 19, verse 1. The burden of Egypt. Behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud.
What's that swift cloud, man? Come on, man. This is one thing that humbles your enemy. And it is uplifting for you when you see your bully has a bully. You ever seen I'm quite sure brothers did have bullies, but if you ever had a bully, it's something that it changes your spirit when you see your bully get bullied. When you see your bully meet somebody that could like, oh shit. How does the song go? You're not the boss of me now. But then he says, and you're not so big. Yeah. So now we're finna see the hammer of the earth meet his match. You know, go ahead.
It shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved in his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it.
The strength of Egypt. All right. The morale. See, when you see chariots dismantle missiles, you see chariots toying with the military, and man, that weakens the heart of Egypt. That weakens the morale of the U.S. military, man. Because what's one thing that's the Esau glories in? It's military, man.
Technology.
But yeah, the technology. But who's the real Lord of armies, man? Come on, man. All right, go ahead, Priest Allah.
If I may add, I want to
That's my brother.
I want to ask you a point, because this man, Esau Edom, his pride was that his technology was higher than everybody else's.
Right.
And as you said, that humbles him, but also they encourage us, because Yahweh Shai's army, Yahweh Shem Shai's army outclasses him by 1,000 miles.
By 1,000 miles. But they actually said that. They said the technology that the so-called UAPs have is 1,000 years ahead of ours. So that's a strong statement, man. 1,000 years ahead of Esau's military. Like you said, Esau's outclassed by 1,000 times, man. All right.
This is Luke chapter 21, verse 28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. 250
years ago, we looked up, but that was just for encouragement when we saw the chariots. But now when we see the chariots, we know that our salvation is nigh. You know, swing low, sweet chariot, man. All right, priest Abaya, were you holding something?
No, man, I'm gonna get you something. You keep talking with this.
All right, yeah, but look, man, we knew that those are chariots of Yahweh Basham Shai 200 years ago, 150 years ago, swinging low, sweet chariot, come and take me home. But now they're coming to take us home. Jeremiah 16:16 with Bakasha. All right, because like I said, we're at a beautiful time, man. And Saint's job is to keep us entangled in the matrix so we'll forget what it's really all about, man. All right, you got a piece of bio.
Hey, so I'm gonna go to Daniel, the 2nd chapter for you, and I'm gonna start at chapter 2, verse 33. His legs of iron, his feet part of iron and part of clay. Verse 34. And we'll break that down.
Oh, well, we were talking about the extension of the Roman Empire. The legs was the Roman Empire. The feet of iron and miry clay or mixed clay was the modern day Roman Empire. What's that? NATO, EU? All right, go ahead.
Verse 34. You saw till that a stone was cut out without hands.
And what was that stone that was cut out without hands?
Yahweh shine that fathership.
Yeah, Yahweh shine the fathership, man. All right, which parallels to what? 2nd Ezra 13 chapter.
Right. There's one right now from Connecticut, or Bishop right now sent me a screenshot about a lion. So, long story short, you had this lioness to get killed by a crocodile. Said the lion stayed around there and killed 30 crocodiles. And the dude that was documenting the whole encounter said each time that lion went in that water, as if he didn't give a fuck if he was coming back. So Yahweh Shah can be likened to that lion. And then that lioness that calmly waters the nation of Israel.
Hey,
thinking about that. Crocodile, you saw the other nations. Said that lion, each time that motherfucker went in there, they give a fuck if it came back.
Well, a brother could get that in the scripture where it says, like, the king's judgment is like just how you can't reverse a lion that's going out there to prey. You can't turn back a lion that's going out there to prey. That's like the king's judgment. Yeah. Through the spirit, man. Was if a brother could get that?
I'm getting it, man. Can I finish?
Yeah, but Bakasha, yeah.
Hey, this is back in Daniel 2:34. You saw till that a stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image on his feet that were of iron and clay, and broke them to pieces.
They were of iron and clay, man, and broke them to pieces, man. Hey, man, this is the end of the times of the Gentiles, man.
That's right.
Do you know, like, come on, man.
That's right.
Going back to the Assyrian Babylonian Empire, it was 605 BC-ish. Right. Correct me, Zaquan and Yash, around 605. That's the beginning. That was the beginning of the rulership of the heathen. Now we're at the end. And what's going to show up at the end? Yahweh say! That's what time we're in, man. The scriptures give context as to what time we're in. And when you don't understand scriptural context, you don't know why there's so-called UFOs flying everywhere.
And it's the point, just that since you're saying that, and you could tell it was that fathership because it was so bright, it gave light at night, and it was a shade in the daytime.
Come on, man.
But all the nation of Israel could fit under
Come
that,
on, man.
Come on, man.
Hey, because like how a hen covers his chickens.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
What do you, Malachi 3:6, I changed not.
Right.
So it was a fathership in the beginning. It's going to be probably a modified version of the same fathership.
Come on, man.
Verse 35, this is the last one, you all. Then was the iron, the clay, the brass, the silver, and the gold broken to pieces together, the time of the Gentiles, and became like the chaff of the summer threshing floors.
Yep.
And the wind carried them away, that no place was found for them. Nuclear destruction. And the stone that smote the image became a great mountain and filled the whole earth.
Yep, that's their fathership. And then on a spiritual level, a mountain is a government. So ultimately, Yahweh Shah is going to establish a government. All right, this is going to dominate the world, man.
The chariot is the beginning of their government.
The chariot is the beginning of their new government. Rebecca Shah, I know priest Shaquat said he had a precept first. Okay, I got you, precept, Yash.
This is Isaiah 42 and 13 in GNT. It says, the Lord goes out to fight like a warrior. He is ready and eager for battle. He gives a war cry, a battle shout. He shows his power against his enemies. The Most High Yahweh says,
it's like a warrior, a fighter entering into the ring. When Yahweh shot into the ring, he gonna give off that battle cry, man. You see certain fighters when they come out and make their appearance.
That's a fighter right there.
Yeah,
that's the spirit.
And they give off that battle cry, man.
You know him?
So Yahweh shot, he's gonna come into this realm, and he's gonna unleash all that pent-up rage he got for his enemies, man. Beginning with Esau.
Now, I know this is off the script, but then he's doing one of the best cardios that you can. Zone 2 cardio for a fighter. Zone 2. And up here.
Verse 14.
Hey, so literally, Yahweh Shah is going to be inside that fathership, and he's going to be screaming. He's what, second Ezra? Hey, how is every eye going to see Yahweh Shah? He has to be standing on top. So, yeah, correction. Yahweh Shah will be standing on top of that fathership because the scripture states, every eye shall see me. So he's going to scream as he's coming to the spiritual realm. Leaving the spiritual realm, coming into the earthly realm.
There's those ships, that's like his horse.
That's right.
You on your horse going into battle.
That's heavy spiritual power. Like for people blind right now, they're gonna be able to see in that great day.
Yeah.
How shall I second coming? Verse 14. The Most High says, for a long time I kept silent. I did not answer my people. But now the time to act has come. I cry out like a woman in labor. I will destroy the hills and mountains and dry up the grass and trees.
Yep.
One of those governmental figures.
Yeah.
I would turn the river valleys into deserts and drive up the pools of water.
And that's literal too, because those laser beams. Because it did not say, was that Malachi? Was thou mad at the rivers? Bible Cook, I'm sorry, was thou mad at the rivers? Because those laser beams was drying up ponds and rivers and stuff, man. Talk about tsunamis, yeah. Come on, man. Shaking up tectonic plates, man. Come on, man. All right.
Verse 16. I will lead my blind people by roads they have never traveled. I will turn their darkness into light and make rough country smooth before them. These are my promises. I will keep them without fail.
These are my promises. I will keep them without fail, man. All right. So this is the impact of the general coming to this earth. I hate to say general, man. But yeah, the connotations when you say general, yeah. But like you said, he's the captain of our salvation. He's the Lord of hosts. So basically, the Lord of hosts, that's an ancient way of saying general. The general is the Lord of armies. He's a warlord, literally. All right.
Let me add to your point. Like when Yahweh Shah returns, Scripture says, and I saw new heavens and new earth. It's time of refreshing. That refreshed earth, which I just brought out, and you mentioned Habakkuk. When Yahweh shall return, that's gonna be a start of everything new. And them laser beams is gonna dry up seas, create tsunamis, earthquakes. That's terraforming the earth. That's terraforming the earth, making it new by destruction. First, you burn up the field and allowing the ground to become better through that soil, through the ashes and stuff like that. Then you be able to regrow, because you can't build something with something that's already on there. You got if you want to build another building, you got to tear that building down. So this when Yahweh shall return, that's the tearing down of this earth age, of Esau Edom age.
And it's heavy. It's heavy because when you do construction, you got specific teams just for demolition. They call it demolition. So we gotta get the tools and break things down, and we get that debris out the way. Then you start reconstructing. So that's the time we're coming into, man. We're coming into a time where the Lord of hosts is going to have a demolition project, man. A global demolition project, man. All right, then because what's another effect of the demolition? The aftermath of World War III. All right, because what does it say in Ezekiel 39? How we're gonna have our servants or slaves to get those bodies up. Yep, you got it.
You think about demolition project, when that building hits the ground, it shakes. So back to the point, the whole world gonna shake. When America gets nuked and other sides of the world.
Yep. That's right. That's right.
It says in Haggai too how the earth is gonna quake it.
Yes.
And this Revelation back up Revelation 14:15. So at verse 14, the NLT. Then I saw a white cloud, and seated on the cloud was someone like the Son of Man. He had a gold crown on his head and a sharp sickle in his hand. Then another angel came from the temple and shouted to the one sitting on the cloud, swing the sickle, for the time of harvest has come. The crop on earth is ripe.
Yep.
When we come back, what? That's the time. That's the time. Ain't as the scripture says, let him that's filthy, let him be filthy still. He is holy, let him be holy still. Yehoshua gonna come back and beam up his elect. That's that that simple, that harvest, he bringing up his elect and burning up the chaff. 2/3 of the rest of this world.
Because Yep. No, go ahead, finish what you were saying.
You got it.
But 2/3 of our people, they're not profitable into the kingdom. You can't take those personalities and bring them to a kingdom. I have been meditating on this concept the last week. If you take a trip to Europe and go on a tour to the palaces in Europe, right? And you go and visit the nobles of Europe, right? You can't bring ratchet ass Keisha to the palace in Europe. You can't bring a YN out there. He doesn't fit into that. He hasn't been groomed to fit into that. It's going to be a very distasteful experience, man.
As a point, since you said that, we'll go to 4th Avenue, and if they have an all-white party, come up in there with a jersey on the
right.
cap.
It ain't working.
You can't get in that joint.
You can't get in there. Because the kingdom is going to be a theme of class. See, this kingdom is a theme of clash. But the kingdoms to come is going to be a theme of class, man. So, yeah, hey, that which have been, but it's dead already. There's no new thing under the sun. So we're going to have classical music in the kingdom. He's going to be dealing with the harp in the kingdom, man. But this demonic, low nature, low chakra, they call it, energy, is not going to fit into the new kingdom, man.
The Lord is saying how the earth is right. That means that America's sins is reaching to the heavens.
Yep. Because these are just byproducts of America. This was just saying.
I would say also in the how the earth works has been fulfilled. Just going to the left hand, pretty much the anti-Yahweh Shemashah agenda has been going on throughout the whole world, man. So it's not as ready for that taking.
Right. So we're gonna experience the earth in the kingdom, but the difference between the 1/3 and the 2/3, the 1/3 were impressionable enough to be molded by Yahweh by Shemashah. Right. The 2/3, there was the what do you call it? The thing that's connected to the silver, the dross. The 2/3 is the dross. So the Most High has to get rid of the dross, through thermonuclear fire, but he's going to bring that 1/3 through the fire because we've been going through a refinery process since we've woken up to this truth, man. So that's a beautiful thing. The water head cloth for Yahweh Shemashah for dealing with us, at least to the level that we have the potential to get to the kingdom. We don't know if we're going to get it, but he's dealt with us. We know that we've been called. We don't know if we've been chosen. We know we've been called. It's a good chance if we endure. All right, go ahead, bro.
This is Ezekiel.
You got it, bro.
This is Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 20. As they gather silver and brass and iron and lead and tin into the midst of the furnace to blow the fire upon it, to melt it, so will I gather you in mine anger and in my fury, and I will leave you there and melt you.
Yep. Because 2/3 of our people not gonna make it. It says I would bring these are be the third part through the fire. So to the effect, but the 2/3 they're gonna get burnt, man. That Jacob's trouble is for the 2/3.
As we're going through the spiritual fire now,
That's right.
So the elect goes through that spiritual fire and comes out of that spiritual fire, but the 2/3 and the non-elect, they're gonna get destroyed by that physical fire.
Yep.
So really 2/3 because really the lake of fire is actually classified America only.
Right. The 2/3 of our people like into those spiritual defects that's on the assembly line. What you do, you discard them, you throw them away, you toss them to the side.
If I can add, this that process, what you call like they do with the steel mill. So what they do, they put all the scrap metal into this big furnace and they melt it down. And the iron that they use to make the rebar, it go to the bottom. And they got a latch that open up. It's called a tap. So they open up that latch, and all the iron that they gonna make rebar with come out their doorway, and then the rest that they gonna discard of it stay at the top, and they discard it. So that's what the Lord doing, because He put us all in America like scrap metal. And then He turned the fire up, and then the elect separated from the BS, and now He gonna tap.
Yeah.
He gonna bring us up and separate us, and then He gonna discard 2/3. You know,
You can see it, and it's becoming more and more evident as to who's the 1/3 and who's the 2/3, because there's a great stark contrast in the nation of Israel. You can see it in person and on social media. It's like night and day. There's a movement and a wave that's going closer to sorcery, witchcraft, closer to drill culture, demonic death culture, 304 culture, adultery culture, money culture. Right, there's that culture, right? Then there's the basically let's abstain from the ways of the West culture. Not saying those are the 1/3 entirely, but let's abstain from the West. Let's get more into minimalism. Let's grow our hair natural. Let's practice celibacy. Let's you know what I mean? And those Hebrew Israelites are right type of mindset. You know what I mean? We seen that too. We seen women say, "Hey, we should be more like Sarah. We should be more like Rebecca." So we're seeing a stark contrast in our people, and it's becoming quite clear as to who's more of a 2/3 mindset, and who's more of a 1/3 mindset.
It's a dark countenance on the majority of Jakes. They vibe, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a dark
You
countenance.
can see it, man. It's like a dark cloud hovering upon them.
And you can tell we to the end too, because Esau is not even high and Satanism now. He's letting you know that they're warlocks and witches, man. It's all open now.
if I can add, because you know we used to always give them a matriarch.
Yeah.
Now they call it the dark matriarch. By satanic,
Yeah.
the matriarch is.
It's a whole different vibration when a woman is in control versus when a man is in control, man. It's a very dark demonic spirit on the nation of Israel right now. All right.
Like I said, that brother Sprott did a good video on
Eastern Star.
yeah, man, I seen this shit. That's fucking crazy ass shit, bro. And the women all in the sororities, man, those bitches are big as fuck.
Yeah, they more to me. They seem
all
that's
wicked,
what I'm saying.
bro.
They seem like they're more wicked than the Freemasons.
Oh, man, right, bro.
Because the Eastern Stars is nothing but a female version of Masons.
Yeah.
And guess where it started at?
Say it again.
Guess where it started at?
Where?
Richmond, Mississippi.
Out of Mississippi, huh?
Yeah, check out smart video.
But Mississippi is a very what do you call it? Like a college, black college type of, it's a lot of things going on here as far as like a college based society. The water, brother. It's like an HBCU spirit.
You got two people all
Yeah.
No, you got three. You got Delta. What's the one in Delta? And you
Mississippi
got
Valley.
Jackson State. Yeah, Mississippi Valley, Jackson State, and
Alcorn.
Yeah, there's three HBCU. They're Tougaloo. That's four. Yeah. Tougaloo private, but it's HBCU.
Eve always been Esau's little minion.
Yeah.
So that would make sense how she really more wickeder. She should be like right there below Esau.
What y'all say? Would y'all say that's that Mississippi shit?
We're waiting on that one, boy. He came from the free throw line.
Yeah, he did. So, yeah.
And we accept that,
Yeah.
is that 2/3 energy down there is heavy, man. And but like you said, man, the spirit, and it's a different Eve than 20 years ago.
Yeah.
This is a different Eve than 2003 to 90s. Almost every Eve you run into, she into witchcraft straight up.
Yeah.
And you can tell she got spirits on her now, man.
Yeah.
You can tell she got spirits on her now, man. So the Most High is separating the men, man. Hey, who would have known that men to be on a celibate journey, or semen retention, or no fap, man? Men are unplugging from the whore. They're abstaining from the whore, man. All right, no, I'm sorry, but I didn't mean to interrupt the pattern. Who had a precept? I think everybody. All right, you go preach, then you preach the mind, then you.
It's the book of Philippians, chapter 1, verse 6. Being confident in this very thing, that he which has begun a good work in you will perform it until the day of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach.
So, hey, although we don't know if we're chosen, but we're still supposed to be confident enough to continue to move forward, even when we stumble, man.
That's a representation of your faith.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And look at it too, though. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people in this world, especially America. But who doing what we doing too? So you gotta look at that too though. So
All right. Who else is up?
Yeah.
God, this is the book of Titus, chapter 1, starting at verse 15. Until the pure, all things are pure. But unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure, but even their mind and conscience are defiled.
Hey, 2/3. Hey, read that letter for bro.
But even their minds and conscience
Conscious.
is defiled.
Right. Because why? Under the sorceries of America, man. Whether it's Christianity or joining a sorority or a fraternity, the black culture, believing in its political system, believing in its religious system, right? They defile something. They're defiled under. Go ahead, bro.
And like I say that the pure, it goes also into purified by fire. And like I was saying, it's heating up and separating that dross from the raw material, the raw metal. You know what I'm saying? It's showing that basically the men of the Lord and the true believers are going to eventually be separated from the world and the people who participate in these westernized customs, man, to the best of their ability.
And it's a separation through the spirit right now. You might sit right next to your coworker, but y'all are separated. Y'all physically next to each other, but spiritually y'all are separated, man. Yeah. You and your woman, y'all in the same bed, but you might be sleeping. You sleeping with the op, right? It's Lot's. Come on, man. Lot was the number one man at the time, and his wife didn't make it.
Yeah,
that shit real. So look, man. Hey, but you did that video. A lot of the brothers' first wife might not make it, something to the effect. Or even if she's not an Israelite wife, man, it is a lot of times the woman you next to, y'all two different spirits, man.
Because Micah 7:10 has to be fulfilled. Then she that said Yahweh, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So in order for her to,
no, I
was about to say for that woman, in order to know basically Yahweh's name, y'all had to have, or she had to have some form of an intimate connection with their name.
And then this nigga women too on TikTok, they talking about this Yahweh God, and they mocking them. You know, they saying all this negative stuff about them. You know, even women who are not your direct wife, they hear about the Most High and they mock them. You know, so now these little gummy bears they scoff at us because it's all evil as a little black gummy bear with a lace front, man. But now those that scoff us and they speak on the Hebrew God, they're gonna get judged. Yeah. Because only reason why Eve has the power she has and the mindset she has, because of Esau, Edom, and the spiritual demon Satan. She's powered economically by Esau and spiritually by Satan, man.
That's her superpower. That's why a woman has this. Hey, to back you up, that's why she has what? That women's intuition.
That clairvoyance.
That's how she knows.
And I don't want to stretch this because it was 2:00 in the morning, man. But I believe that I heard a voice whispering in my rear ear, man. Because I believe that voice be, forward in their agenda. It's like what to say to him next.
Well, bro, the book of Job.
Oh, I showed you.
Yeah.
The scripture Job in there. Hey, somebody get that.
I got you.
Seal the instructions. Just, you can break it down as a book.
Yeah. But look, man, it was much like 2:00 in the morning. I wake up, I'm like, it's like I hear somebody whispering in my rear ear, giving her,
He took the car 10 times and walk away from it.
Yep.
With the kid. Yep. He said, with the kid.
No. What about that incident? No, about this chick. Anyway, she killed her boyfriend and his best friend. She went she crashed into a brick wall doing over 100 miles per hour. 2 dead, she made it out there. Yep. And she's an Israelite born.
And like Elder Pastor Hart said, they hardly ever get sick. But then they so witchy. They so witchy with gaslighting, toxic, manipulative. You about to come and her with a problem. Next thing you know, you defending yourself with a problem. She flipping them. Now you trying to explain your innocence, man. Like, wait a minute, this is about you. They just witchy and real deceptive. But the point is, man, they're powered by that spiritual demon Satan. That's why they all left the so-called churches and went straight into witchcraft, man.
Right.
All right.
Job 33:16. Then he opened the ears of men and sealed their instructions.
Women too.
Yeah.
Women too.
Because why doesn't this thing you call spirit? They call it spirit hurt their guide. Because why is it this spirit? She never gives you instruction on how to build something with a man. It's always some individual shit that keep you away from the man or how to destroy a man, but they never give you the intuition of how to build with a man. You know, and it's always something interpersonal like a relationship. Why does the spirit give you the insight on how to build your nation back up? You know? All right, you got it.
Is that Job 33 and 15? In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men.
So your woman was in that deep sleep.
She was in that deep
What
sleep.
time was it?
Like 2 in the morning.
That's that REM sleep.
Yeah, REM sleep.
So you heard through the spirit, y'all about Shalom Shah, you heard that angel, that spirit come to her when she was in her REM sleep.
And a lot of you women, just how men got the succubus, women deal with the incubus, man. That's why y'all so adulterous. Y'all so full of adultery and sexuality, because y'all be dealing with sexual demons in y'all sleep, man. A lot of y'all be having sex with spirits, and it's like not actually having sex, but the vision be playing over your mind. That's why Eve is so full of lust and when she's in the real world, man.
That's the point that makes sense. That's why you wake up sometimes in the morning not saying this, but you see scratches. And
yeah. Because I know y'all done had freaky sexual dreams. You know, y'all had demons visit you, but Eve.
Those demons will molest your ass.
Yeah. But and they harassing the prophets. But see, a lot of these women, they be having sex in their dream. You see, they be having sex with spirit, you know, in their dream, they having sex. So when they in the real world, they always thinking about what? They full of their lower nature,
so
man.
You stop jumping on top of that woman in the nighttime.
Yeah, and that dude that's in that dream is not you. You know, go ahead.
And slumbering upon the bed.
Yep.
Then he opened
Slumber is what? Sleep.
You knock the fuck out.
The fuck out.
But you
That's that REM sleep.
That's that REM sleep. That's right. Because your so-called frequency is so damn high.
It's a point. Like, hey, Elkazar, check this out. Tell Elkazar what you heard.
No, it was a real bar I was dealing with a while back, and it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I just know I heard a voice whispering in her ear. And I believe it was the spiritual demon saying, giving her the instruction on how to further cause confusion and all that. Because, you know, because part of that witchcraft and part of that control is break your spirit as a man.
Yeah.
It's always a narrative of something you did wrong, something you doing wrong, but really it's just a deflection from the fact that she ain't doing nothing. Right. But all of that is Satan's, man. Because you already oppressed at work. You oppressed over the bills, but now you go home and dealing with oppression, psychological oppression.
As a point, I remember I had met a chick here at camp 3 years ago. We disconnected. We attempted to engage years later, but she told me, she said, I tried to remove you from the camp.
Yep.
She told me that, and then as she was talking to me, it wasn't her, it was Satan.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I seen.
Yep. And be careful, Akim, too, man. All right, because Satan Trojan horses himself through women, and we love women, but sometimes we'll forget that it's a bounty on our head. She's a vessel. So Satan a Trojan horse a woman to come into your life, man. All right, and you're not seeing it through the spirit. It really she's just an agent to overthrow you, man, so you can remove your crown. Come on, man.
If I may, remember about a year and a half ago, we were standing outside. I blow. What I told you, the chick said to me, she said, you left your family to go be with some folks that don't even care about you. Remember we was out there talking about that?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah, let's go, bro.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 22, and verse 31. And the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan have desired to have you that he may sift you as wheat.
Hey, that's why it says fight the good fight of faith, man.
It's a point also, if I may, sift in the Greek goes into inward agitation.
Yep. Oh.
You know?
Because part of the
Oh, my bad, bro. It's not today.
Well, you can finish what you was gonna bring.
I just add what I'm saying. This the Greek word synazio for sift, and it says by inward agitation to try one's faith to the verge of overthrow.
Mm-hmm. To the verge of overthrow, man.
Yeah. So Satan attacks the heart.
Yep. Which is the mind.
Which is the mind. Hey, you think about Spider-Man, right? And when Green Goblin, you know, that spirit jumped on that dude, the spirit of Green Goblin. What did he say about Spider-Man? Attack the heart, and he pulled up at grandmama's house. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Satan do. He'll pull up on our women to get us removed out this truth.
Do you remember the name of that movie where they were basically like in the medieval times and they had to go on a voyage? But I think it was Satan, because they mentioned Solomon's seal in the movie. But Satan used the man's daughter to weaken him to keep him from finishing that voyage.
Oh shit!
Going back to attack the heart.
Yeah.
Like Satan used his weak spot, man. So Satan used your weak spot. Satan use your vices to overthrow you. You can have vices is not a sin, but he'll use it as kryptonite from the spirit.
You know, a woman's a man's glory.
It's your glory,
So man really be into his woman, man.
Yep.
And then if that woman can be manipulated, and you're not spiritually strong enough to deal with that manipulation, man, then she can convert you over and have you to fall out the truth.
Have you back in New Jerusalem Church?
Right.
On Sundays, man.
Right.
So a woman breaking it down like those Greek sororities and Eastern Stars, like their head is Satan.
Yeah.
So that's why they have no high regard towards a man. Like they don't try to follow the duties of a woman according to the biblical standard.
Hey, so they're direct inheritance beneficiaries of that covenant.
Mm-hmm.
Those women who are in those sororities, they're direct beneficiaries of that covenant that was made in the garden.
And you notice anything about these women in these sororities, what they push, independence.
Yep.
Independence.
That's why they have that free independent spirit.
Bro. And that's what Eve wanted in the garden. She had the world, but she wanted to have Adam's status.
And that's how you know, like that spirit of the Greek fraternity, sororities, Eastern Stars, all that traces back to that spirit of the serpent within the garden.
That's it.
It's all Satanism at the end of the day.
And also the Eastern Stars, their symbol is out the balcony.
Right.
And
it's a demonic vibration on those women.
Sir.
They don't have the same vibration as like a chick that work at Popeyes.
Nah, bro.
You get a chick that work at fucking Popeyes or Dollar General. She got like a regular spirit on her.
Yeah.
She more humble. She just cooler. But the women that come out of those colleges, especially they get into those sororities, they got a different spirit on them, man.
But you know why those?
What's up, bro?
Because they're doing those rituals. So that brings them closer to Satan. So they're on a different level. Like when we do the work, we fast, we pray, we engage with the brotherhood, we get closer to Yahweh Shem Al-Shah through those righteous rituals. But those Eastern Stars and those Francis Soros, they have to get close to Satan on the left-hand side doing their rituals.
Man, they actually both spirits.
That's all they do.
Rituals.
But I believe it because we all know people personally, and the spirit is on them. It's like, man, you got Satan on them, And one trait that you see on those women is they're antagonistic towards a masculine male. They feel they got to condescend. In some way, they got to emasculate you.
Yeah.
In some way, those women that got that witchy spirit, they got to emasculate a man.
And that's what he started doing to Adam.
Emasculating them, man. But the moment a woman tears down your frame, a moment she tears down those guidelines the Most High gave you, you've already been conquered. She ain't interested. That city has been conquered. You see? All right. You got it.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 8. This people draw nigh unto me with their mouth. They honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me.
Man, Jacob, the nation of Israel can sing the hell out of a gospel song.
Man, two-step.
I still have 90s nostalgia from them 90s gospel songs. Because Mississippi Mass Choir, Ken Spirituals. Go ahead, bro.
No, I'm just agreeing with you. Yeah.
They could sing the hell out, but guess what? They eat abominable food. All right. Commit adultery.
The Eastern Stars, the brother they're talking about.
They go to the church.
False God. Yeah, they all in the church.
They all in the churches, man.
Yeah.
I remember the preacher used to give us incentives for the sororities and fraternities to come to the church. Like, this next Sunday gonna be bring your sorrow sisters,
Right.
bring your fat brothers.
That's why the Lord said He does not dwell in temples made by hands.
Yeah,
because these churches are nothing but temples for Satan, man.
Yep.
The people that's going there and worship any god. What they say? Come as you are. So you can be a homosexual.
That's Satanism.
Yeah. You can be worshiping other gods. You can whatever, just show up and just fill the plate up. That's really all they care about. Churches don't even have pulpits no more, really, man. They got stages. Because it's a big fucking show.
Because this truth requires you to be born again. You can't come as you are.
You can't.
You have to change. You have to be broken.
Point, bro. God.
And any place that has no standards, those are the worst places to be. Like you mentioned, like go to an all-white party, you wearing nigga clothes.
Yeah.
The worst place to be is at a club with no standards.
Right.
What do you call it? No restrictions.
Right.
The The worst humans out of the nation of Israel are in those non-denominational churches. You know? All right.
Hey, this is for you, Jeremiah 31:22. How long will you go about, O you backsliding daughters? For Yahweh has created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man.
Yeah, a woman shall compass a man. That's an abomination. But like Elder Yashawama would bring out, that's part of Egypt. That's the reincarnation of Egypt, man. All right, yeah, I'm gonna be done like at 7, bro. Let's go like a reincarnation of Egypt. But any nation where a woman is on top, you don't want to be amongst that nation. You know, you don't want to be amongst that nation where the people who built the nation, who maintain the nation, are not even acknowledged. Everybody's after the spirit of a woman, but nobody acknowledged the men who maintain the nation.
And when you investigate compass, the definition is lead. Go around. So a woman should go around the ranking or the authority of a man, or a woman shall lead a man.
What's that? Genesis 3:16 NLT. Her desire should be to rule over you.
And that's right. Yeah. That's right. And then when you think about even the concept of these marriage licenses, that's why, Jake, you shouldn't even get married. Like part of their marriage protocol is what the state is primary. So let's say you have a triangle. So you got the primary, which is the state. You have the husband, but the husband has to go through the state to get to the other side, which on the other side is the wife. Now the wife is on the second line, which goes into what enjoin. So in order for the woman to have connection to her man, she has to go through the state. But at the bottom of that pyramid, you have the Most High at the bottom and on a broken line, meaning what? That the law, statutes, and the commandments do not apply in these so-called marriage licenses. That's another reason why there's trouble in the flesh too, man. Go ahead, sir.
And then, well, you know what? You can just
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 11. Hath a nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods? But my people have changed their glory for that which doth not profit.
Yeah, you went into that Greek world. No new thing under the sun. First Maccabees. And it's hard being under these Edomites, man. Let's make a covenant with them. Let's build our gymnasiums, run around naked, showing our quadriceps and shit. All right, let's live a debaucherous life. Let's be out 2 o'clock in the morning. Let's worship their gods. Because all that Greek stuff goes back to what? The time of the Maccabees, man.
That's right.
When Jerusalem had gymnasiums in it, man.
Come on, you said something heavy. You said we're naked, right?
Yeah.
Read that again, bro.
It says, hath the nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods? But my people have changed their glory for that which doth not profit.
To show y'all, this goes back to the garden, Genesis 3:7. And the eyes of them both were open, Adam and Eve, and they knew that they were naked, and they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons.
That's a Delta sorority tag, that cart. You know, it was just through the spirit. But guess what? The Grecian way is just the Idumean borrowing of the Egyptian way.
And that's an apron. That's an apron. That's an example of an apron. Because Adam and Eve started acting, they started dressing like these other nations.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was from a spiritual sense and a literal sense too.
Right.
Wait a minute. In the uprising of America, right? Did not Aleister Crowley go into what?
Egypt.
Right.
Yeah.
So the Grecians, where did they get their philosophies from? Egypt. No new thing under the sun. Aleister Crowley went into Egypt, brought their witchcraft back here.
Now, who was bounded in Egypt?
Say it again.
Who was bound in
Asmodeus.
Yeah.
The angels sent that boy back to Egypt. Asmodeus was troubling, I think her name was Sarah, all right? Because he was a jealous demon, right? But the angel, Raphael, bound him up and sent him to Egypt. So that's a real thing.
When you go into that term bound, all it means is station. So Raphael gave him what in order to be over there in that region. And Aleister Crowley knew that. That's why he went over there and had that spiritual intercourse with him.
Yeah, the highest forms of witchcraft in that region.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, and that's why you niggas be getting fucked up, because y'all are Israelite practicing the religion of another nation.
Changing your glory.
That nigga Pharaoh.
Yeah, young Pharaoh. Yeah.
That nigga bro polite. Yeah. All them niggas that begin to take Nature Boy, Malachi Z. York, all them niggas, you know what? Y'all be arousing spirits that ain't even made for y'all. That's right. Y'all are Israelites messing with them real demons, man. Thinking you a damn African. All right, go ahead, priest. Yeah, okay. All right, go ahead.
No, hey, go back to Bum.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is Jeremiah 2:13. For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water.
In other words, you sought out the philosophies of the other nations, man. All right, there has no minerals in it, no life force in it, no electrolytes, and you dry. So yeah, like I said, young Pharaoh, bro, polite, all them guys, man. Even so, and that's why you know Eve got demons on her now, man. Heavy demons, because she tapped into the same shit. So they found out Esau was the devil, but then they closed the Bible as a whole. Then they said, well, we really the original people, we Africans, we indigenous. So you start to go into the religions of the Hamites, man, and it fucked you up.
Yeah, and it's crazy because like years ago, Elder Bond, he put on that one documentary for us, Mondo Magic.
Yep.
And it shows you how left field them Hamites are, man. Like allowing animals to defecate on them, piss on them, to be around corpses, you know. So this is a very dead, you know, just a nasty lifestyle, man.
And I one thing I noticed about women, especially Eve, they infatuated with death. A lot of the shows they would watch, it'll be shows where they're dealing with like forensic files and like mysterious death. Like they spirit gravitate to them shows, and a lot of them have an interest in being what do you call it when you do put the you dress up dead people for a funeral? Mortician. I know a lot of them that they wanted to grow up and be a mortician.
You gotta be a sick person to want to be in that profession.
And it is money in it, but it's money in other things too.
Yeah.
But to just naturally want to be around death.
Right.
The clubs where niggas get shot at the most and people get killed the most, guess who goes there in droves? The women.
Eve, yeah.
Eve, so-called black
she lived the pleasures dead.
Yeah, the most grimiest niggas. The most grimiest niggas that you know got hats. Guess who be fucking with them? Guess who know them like they were?
Oh, Eve. Hey, Chicago Eve, man.
Yeah. So, but
Queens.
But if you don't have that energy in you, right? Like as a man, if you don't have that dark energy, guess who you have a hard time attracting?
Them type of Eves.
Oh yeah, them type of Eves. But like just in, that you right?
No.
What's what you say? I'm saying women in general.
Women and they gravitate to that dark shit, man. What women say they want? What type of boy? What type of a bad boy? So if you ain't got that dark shit in you, man,
and it's crazy. Like sodomites get some of the most women, bro.
Yep. Yeah. Bisexual men. Homos. Yeah.
They got that dark nature, but women love it.
Hey, they still sleep with them type of niggas, bro. That's what makes you sick. You know they homosexuals, bisexuals, but you still will lay down with them.
Hey, what's far as the white say? The black woman, she only give birth to gangsters and homosexuals. But that's who she fuck with though. Yeah. That's who because the good man a lot of times culturally is getting cheated on.
Yeah.
The guy that's not like that, just a structure stability, they call him the stability nigga. Like the hard worker, a lot of times he's slick getting back though.
He's boring.
He's boring.
He's very boring.
Like that woman that got unalived that worked at the Nissan plant. Her boyfriend unalived her, right? But he was a bisexual and he was a Satanist.
Yeah.
He was a bisexual and he was a Satanist, man.
Yeah, the inverted cross.
But guess what? That's perfect. That's a match made in shit.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
This is of Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me.
You take counsel in Christianity, which is not of the Bible, ironically. All right. You take counsel and what else they get into? Witchcraft, street culture, whatever the preacher tell them.
Yeah.
You taking counsel, but not of your how about small shine.
All that science.
Come on, more science, 5%ers.
They love that astrology.
Because you East Coast niggas be thinking y'all deep, man. Y'all lost too.
Y'all only know 5%. 5%.
Hey, why would you want to be 5% of anything? Well, you won't talk on the phone. It's 5% charge. You don't even like, God damn, it's 5%. Why would you want to take counsel to somebody that only knows 5%, man? And I know y'all think y'all the elite, but y'all don't know shit either, man. The down south niggas got that slave shit going on, that Christian religion, but y'all got that deep in shit going on. Y'all done read the whole dictionary high. You just said a bunch of deep shit, but you still in a shitty situation just like anybody else, man.
Yeah, it's like, and you can have a good understanding of numbers. That can mess you up too. Like, because you get so deep into that stuff, like the elders, speaking on, that unlock them, certain spirits, man. Like them spirits mess with you.
Hey, that comedic shit, leave it alone.
Yep.
Because that's gonna be death to you. Ham can mess with it, but you can't.
As a point, that's what Tupac said on the documentary. Killed.
Yeah.
He was like basically he was in the jail with a 5%. He said, you could tell me how far the sun is from the earth and the moon and this and that. He said, show me how to get a goddamn key to unlock this jail cell.
Right. You all this theoretical deep shit.
All this theoretical deep shit.
But that's deep, Saquon, because they got all the answers to all this shit, right? But they can't explain how we can get out of this captivity.
Right.
This the jail cell.
That's it.
How can we get out this situation, man?
And what we learn about being deep is that it doesn't, how can I put this? It doesn't compete with the Rakakodash.
No.
It doesn't compete with the Holy Spirit. It doesn't compete with the Holy Spirit, man. Because you hear bro Polite was in those debates, but he got to a point where when it was time for him to speak, it was like, bro, he didn't really have, he just said a bunch of shit that just was deep. Yeah. I thought, wow, it's like it doesn't work, man. That's why we see the beginning of you and we see the end of you, man. It never fails.
You know, I know a lot of brothers like 19 Keys, but I get that same vibe from him as well.
Well, I'm be honest with you, and I just speak as a man. I could be wrong, but these could just be new implants because they could be opposition. Yeah, they could be control opposition. I like the guy, but at some point when they don't have the Rakaku Dash, they're gonna start going left.
Yeah, I personally believe that the 19 Keys set up, man. Like that dude got to be funded, bro.
But even Yaki, I mean, he get into the body and the fruit, and he tapped into that. But he started talking about the Book of Revelation. He started talking about the Quran. You think it's in your cell phone? Because you
that deep, but you don't know that.
You don't know that. It don't logically add up.
And they had him on Invest Fest in Atlanta last weekend as a guest speaker as well. So he's doing that right there.
Oh yeah.
Excelling.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, when it comes to healing the body, cool. But when they ask him about the Book of Revelation or the Quran,
Take him to the deep waters, right?
and then the first podcast, he was wearing all black and he had his hand like that.
Oh, there you go.
So I was like,
They're control opposition.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this: anything that goes outside the standard of the Most High is a form of Satanism.
Yep.
Because they have to give you some truth to make it believable, which we all know. But then they make that sharp enough, and that's to throw you off.
Bait and switch.
And the only people who have been consistent are the prophets of Yahweh Shem Shai. When you look at people in the world, they start going one way, and you like them for that. Then they get a notoriety, they get a name for themselves, and then they go left, and then you don't recognize them no more. They do it in every fashion of so-called corporate world, the entertainment world, the sports world, the music world. So they sold every single time.
And you got to. I just did a video on this soccer player, and he said that he was an elite soccer player. And said, so the contract consisted of, the dude instructed him, like, look, if you want to be a part of this, it costs. So he said, like, they give you a contract, if you sign it in blood, you got 20 to 30 years to just have fortune and fame. But if you want to extend the pact, then you got to start sacrificing family members. You know what I'm saying? So you start seeing these celebrities with all of a sudden a pattern of loved ones or people that are close to them, they start perishing and shit like that. They sacrificing these niggas. Or you get a celebrity that get this status for about 20 years, and all of a sudden he's dead. He sacrificed himself. And that's the reason why LeBron James continues to play, because he has to sacrifice somebody. It's going to be them sons or a daughter. But you got to give up something.
And then he come in the game throwing them little symbols up and shit.
It was a ritual when you started the game.
The powder.
Well, that's going back to the Greeks.
Yeah.
I
got precept for you.
Let's go.
And this is 2 Corinthians 11:3. But I fear, at least by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety, so your minds should be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Mashiach.
Yeah. What you saying?
I was like the young Pharaoh. You see like different comments of Jacob talking about how he awakened me years ago. Like, how did he awaken you? Like how? Because he used so-called big words, that gets Jake chopped up, man. The scriptures go into about the simplicity of Yahweh Shai. It's just simple, man. Straight to the point. It's your yay be yay, your nay be nay.
And all those things belong to Yahweh Shai too. Anyway. Yeah. Like, we're going to get more into that in the kingdom. The Most High going to give us that zodiac sign back. He going to give us that, how can I put this? We're going to get the numerical aspect of Yahweh Shai. We're going to get the science aspect of Yahweh. But right now, it's about the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
Right now, it's about the Holy Spirit,
That's
man.
good enough.
That's good enough.
That's why I say that. What it say? Well, that's why King Solomon had instructed Rehoboam of making the many books that there is no end. You know, so you want to get all deep and philosophical.
Yeah.
You know, it's really a trap, man. You know, the Bible, the Lord, He keeps us grounded. Like Buzz said, we got enough, man.
Because
Hey, this is for you all. Revelation 22 verse 1. And he showed me a pure river of water of life, clear as crystal, proceeding out of the throne of the Most High and of the Lamb.
Yeah, and that deals with the zodiac.
That's right.
You know that the understanding of the heavens. You know, and basically how it affects us here on the earth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got it.
To your point, in the midst of the street of it, and on either side of the river, was there the tree of life, which bare 12 manner of fruits.
Yeah, them 12 signs up there, man.
The zodiac signs.
Yeah, zodiac signs. Yep.
And yielded her fruit every month, and the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nation.
So right now, you know, that knowledge, part of that knowledge exists, but Eve, for example, gets all into it without the Ruach HaKodesh.
Mm-hmm.
Jake gets all into it without the Ruach HaKodesh. So we're not going to get the beauty of of existence and the knowledge of creation into the kingdom.
Because the healing comes from his word.
Yeah.
And all of them talk about being conscious, being woke, and being on a higher level, higher vibration. You cannot do any of that without the Holy Spirit of the Heavenly Father.
Hey, you know what I've noticed with this woke stuff? The very thing that you were aware to stay away from, the very thing that you call yourself exposing, like the Illuminati, 15 years later, you into the same thing that you was reading about. You into the same symbols, you into the same entities. Now you got the all-seeing eye tattooed on you.
Yeah.
First, the all-seeing eye meant, you know, with the eye of Horus.
Yeah, eyebrow.
But so you so conscious, and you went back to Egypt, and the very thing you was reading about, you became.
Well, them niggas think it's a pineal gland.
Right.
Yeah.
They think it's being deep.
And then Charleston White, he had his come up off being in the community and being in the court systems, fighting for Jake. He said, nigga, I did that shit when I was broke. He said, I got money now, nigga. I ain't studying them niggas, and I ain't studying them niggas no more.
Yeah. Yep. Because he was a talk down on designer clothes. As he got that money, he started wearing designer clothes. You know. So I mean, hey, Jake, like you said, Jake get that bag, they switch it up. But that was a beautiful point was made. Go ahead, bro.
He had that. Woe to rebellious children.
Oh yeah.
Isaiah 30:1. It says, "Woe to the rebellious children," said the Lord, "that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my
How
spirit."
could I forget Islam? Islam, man.
Yeah.
Islam, man. Which any part of Islam that has meat to it or some type of structure, they got it from Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
What did our forefather David say, man? He said, evening, morning, and noon, I will lift up my prayer to thee, man.
Bro, and that's them praying 3 times a day to the east.
Come on, man. What did our forefather David do? Per Daniel 6, man.
That's right.
I'm sorry, forefather Daniel do.
Yeah.
He prayed to the east 3 times a day.
Towards Jerusalem, right?
This was 600 years before Yahweh Shai.
Right.
Like around 600. Huh? Right. But you know what? You know, in the law in Israel, before Islam was even crafted, who went to the Middle East 3 times a year? Who went to Jerusalem 3 times a year?
Our people.
It's in our law. We got 3 major high holy days, and we go to Jerusalem 3 times a year.
And if you do the research on Islam, it tells you how Hebrews, I forgot their names, but it was a man and a woman. They basically taught your boy Muhammad the Hebrew.
Yep.
You know, he was a camel nigga, man, before he got trained, things of that nature. And even in the book of what you call it? Damn. What's the Muslim stuff called?
Quran.
The Quran. Even in the Quran, it tells you to believe the prophets. So if this tells you to believe the prophets, why read that? Just read the Bible.
They say the Israelites are the chosen people. I forgot the name of that book.
Yeah.
It's out of the Quran.
Yeah.
And then because they came up with 2 books and they put it together and made Islam. Say again?
Made it like simpler, simpler terms.
Because
it's repetitive,
Right. All Farrakhan does was quote the scriptures.
That's it.
Because Quran tells you don't eat pork, but he was speaking on catfish, seafood. Where did he get that from?
It says, "And that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin."
Because when you leave the spirit of Yahweh Shai, you go into the philosophies of the nations, and you start multiplying sins because it gives you the freedom to do it, man.
Yeah.
You know, because part of your ritual, the first of all, idolatry is sin, and the thing you do within the idolatry is sin, man.
Yeah.
You're conjuring up more demonic spirits upon yourself.
Yeah.
That's why you see these different guys from the past, like they said, Bo Polite,
Right.
Yo Pharaoh,
Yep.
Nature Boy,
Who's a nigga with the thing on the side of his head?
Shaka Amos, you know, guys like that, man. You see, they fall way to the deep end. Man.
Way.
It's like the Lord cast them into outer darkness where they try to tap onto that left-handed spirits.
Yeah.
They got Sparta kicked right into that deep pit.
Yeah.
Because the religion of Ham, you gotta remember, Ham was the freaky son.
Mm-hmm.
Ham was the son that was looking at his dad.
Yeah.
So why would you?
first keep it tongue?
Yeah, people talk.
Yeah.
And real Hamites got a demonic spirit on them.
And that's why we got the land of Israel, because the Most High through Ham cursed Canaan. That's why we got that land. So thanks, Ham.
Well, what is
Freaky ass.
what does what does the word Palestine come from?
Philistia.
Philistia, the Philistines.
Yeah.
Because it was formerly their land, but because of their behavior, they got kicked out. You see? Because they got that freaky demonic nature. And a lot of those laws was a direct response to their behavior.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the laws we have, it tells you so to be separate from the,
The other nations.
particularly the Hamites.
That's what made us holy.
That's what made us holy. Go ahead. Whoever had the scripture.
I got one of them. You want to bring yours up?
Yeah.
Hey, I don't mean to change the spirit too, man, but you look at this sign and it's all about the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. But at the same time frame, you have a concept of the Israelite foreign.
Right.
And by your spirit, man, we know you a Jake. So you an Israelite. We don't know if you a so-called Negro, Hispanic, or a Native American, but you definitely a Jake.
Well, David, right, and Solomon, they always rode with you.
Yeah, they from the line of
They
Judah.
always rode with you.
Yeah.
Well, we can tell about mannerism.
This dude ain't no like he from Memphis, man.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
I can tell about an acre more than you, and it's like,
Oh yeah, you an Israelite. You're supposed to know, man.
Yeah.
So you one of us again. But no, we all no. But hear me out, bro. Just to prove the point, based on your spirit, either you a so-called Negro, Hispanic, or Native American, man.
what's your father?
I'm a Bass, Ronnie Bass. My grandmother was Jean Fuzu.
Well, no. What's your father's lineage?
Lineage?
Yeah.
African American, Cherokee Indian.
Oh, that's enough said.
Indian.
One of us, bro.
You one of us, bro. You one of us. You one of us, man. So if your father's an African American, then you and your father would be a Negro. So if Jesus was on earth today, he would be an actual Negro. You know what I'm saying?
From the tribe of Judah.
From the tribe of Judah. Judah, Yahweh is how it's pronounced in the Hebrew. But in modern terms, we say Negro.
Yeah, Judah always listen in. They just totally, all the way out with God.
All right, we order something, brother.
Yeah, I have some real quick for you.
Okay. Hey, if the brother still get Genesis 3:16 NLT, and if you already got some on deck, you bring those out too. Okay.
It's Isaiah 11, Exodus 11:7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast.
Can I say something? Hey, the Lord refers to the other nations as beasts. So that was a direct insult to the other nations, and in particular the Egyptians.
Well, what's the system now? It's beast system.
Yeah.
How do you say it's disrespectful to animals? Comparing man with beasts. You know what I'm saying? Beasts don't go against nature. Like beasts in the field, they actually help you plow the land.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So if a man is
Yeah,
righteous,
order.
my bad.
No, you got it.
No, go ahead. Support
No,
you.
I was just gonna say the beasts are in order.
That's right.
Man,
And men
it's-
that are men that are uncivilized like these other nations, right? That's what makes them beasts.
And that's what makes the so-called white man a beast, because his kingdom is out of alignment with nature. It's out of harmony with nature. When you erect the kingdom in the planet Earth, it has to be in alignment with nature, man. You got disappearing bumblebees. You got insects and animals that are endangered.
It's a haze in the sky right now, man.
Around the honeybee, like 70% of the population is infected because they mix in the colony.
Hey, just to prove your point, Psalms 73:22. So foolish was I and ignorant, I was as a beast before you.
Before we came into the truth, man, before we received the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit, we were primal. You know, we a lot of us was in that Grecian spirit, whether on college campus. A lot of us was in that gang spirit. Have you noticed that all those different things we were into, it go back to Egypt, it go back to Islam, it go back to, you know what I mean? It goes back to the ancient world stuff, ancient world idolatry, man.
It's still instilled in J spirit to this day. Jay said, I'm a savage, I'm a dog, I'm a beast, I'm the goat. You know what I'm saying? It goes back to like a bestial man. This means that you are absent of the Holy Spirit, build the law, statutes, and commandments.
They say I'm a demon.
Yeah, I'm on demon time.
Somebody will have to be,
Yeah.
And that's a direct token of your homage to Yahweh Bashmal Shai is control over your beastly nature.
Right.
A telltale sign that somebody has that fear is that self-control.
Yeah. And you're not gonna get that from these churches, man. Because you know, people like y'all were talking about Eve earlier. You know, you mentioned how, you know, Eve, you know, so-called black women, and you other women of the tribe, but predominantly the Judite women, they leaving these Christian churches and they going right into witchcraft. But what's happening is all you're doing is leaving one form of witchcraft for another. You're leaving one form of idolatry and you going into some other wickedness.
Yep. Once again, the things you see Ham do, you can't do it, man. Just like a Ham might could shave his beard. We shave our beard. We got bumps all on our face, bumps all on our neck. You see a Moabite eat a damn tarantula. As soon as you step outside the dietary laws, you get all type of illnesses, man. All right, so there's stuff you messing with. All right, it's consequences, man.
if she got sex, you gotta keep her build for the strength.
But it's like testicles. It's just a sign of your manhood. You know, it's a badge of manly dignity.
I got something for you, bro.
Okay.
This is Romans 8:5. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh.
Yep.
But they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace.
And first of all, we've been falling since 2000 BC. I'm sorry. We've been falling since 2,000 years ago, since the fall of Jerusalem. Yeah. And then you can just look at the last 40 years of our people, and you can see the great decline. You know, look at our people from the 70s to now. It's like a whole different type of group of people, man. Mm-hmm. Look at Eve, the so-called black woman from the 1960s to now. Look at the Israelite man from the 1960s to now, man.
Devalued.
That degenerated, man. All right, go ahead, please.
Ezekiel 37:4. Again, he said unto me, prophesy on these bones and say unto them, ho ye dry bones, hear the word of Yahweh.
Man, when Claude, Martin Lawrence character of life, and Eddie Murphy, they got out of prison back in the 70s, and they saw them afros and them boom boxes. And mind you, they had been in prison since the 1930s, 40s. When they saw Jake in the 70s, it was like, man, what the fuck? Remember when Clark got out of prison? He saw Jake in the 70s. It was a culture shock. It was a culture shock. Like, what the fuck? So you can only imagine when Ezekiel from 2,000 years ago saw Jake now, he saw Slim Thug, Young Thug, Lil Wayne, Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Kim. Yeah, he said, what the
You see why the prophets got sick.
Yeah.
You know, because they saw the state of our people today's time.
Yep. And the big thing among Jake, what is with the youth, because of these damn rappers, niggas such as Future, and you a goddamn warlock, that nigga gonna have a hell of a death. Yeah. You know? But basically, like the big thing is like all your entertainers, as far as the rap world, majority of them hooked on drugs, man. That's right. You know?
Or they don't use them until you to use them.
Or that in the case of Future.
He never used
Yeah. Yep.
But Esau is a warlock. He has 2,005 people on a very heavy enchantment.
Hey, I did a video on the Il 99.
Yeah.
You know, evoking spirits.
Yep.
Like, you know, it has nothing to do with the song, but then Chris Brown, Trey Songz, all of them saying Il 99. But when you say that, you are evoking that spirit, man.
Actual damn deity. Right. You broke it down to the point. Basically, it goes into Ashtaroth or Ishtar. And they went into Diana too, didn't it?
Yeah.
Basically, it's really like the same demon.
That's it. They just renamed it.
Yeah.
And that's what the Delta's goddess go back to. Minerva, she go back to Ishtar, the Babylonian goddess. You know?
I knew under the sun.
That's why you see when those eastern stars, you know, it's shaped like the Baphomet sign. That's why you see them on each point when they do those rituals. Or each point represents like them evoking more demonic spirits upon the person trying to get initiated.
Yeah.
Y'all are sick.
I got a quick one for y'all. This is Ezekiel 20:6. It says, in the day that I lifted up my hand unto them to bring them in forth of the land of Egypt into a land I had espied for them, flowing with milk and honey, which is to glory of our lands. Then said I unto them,
Catch what? It was a fertile land. Go ahead.
Yep, which is the glory of our lands.
Right.
Then said,
so the best land is Israel. All you need to talk about going back to Africa. No, Israel is the motherland.
That's it, brother.
It's the so-called motherland. Yeah. Yeah, right.
Verse 7. Then said I unto them, cast ye away every man the abominations of his eyes, and defile not yourselves with the idols of Egypt.
Hey, these philosophies. The reason why we got kicked out of his land and ultimately to that fallen way going to 70 AD is because of what? Continuous spiritual fornication, man.
Niggas thinking about Christmas already.
Right, bro.
Like, goddamn.
Different stores got the Halloween set up already.
Yep.
That's all that. It says, I am the Lord.
Already y'all niggas don't participate in it. You can't afford it.
Right.
That's the only way.
Yeah. But it's crazy. Like, it is something like growing up. So I know, y'all know, more than we do. Come to that. People used to say that was the devil's holiday, so-called Halloween. But now they pushing that in these churches. Like, but they got like a little twist with it. But you still doing it, man.
Like eat cabbage and cornbread, what you gonna do? We'll be so focused on the holiday that we eat on the first.
Right. Well, the way you know it's demonic on New Year's, you eat that swine's flesh. Where is that in the Bible? You eat that chitlins.
And when does New Year start?
It's supposed to start in the spring.
Right.
Passover.
Yahushua was born in the spring, niggas.
You got chitlins cooking in the pot. The whole house smell like ass, man.
And then December is supposed to be the 10th month.
They go back to Decca.
Decca means 10.
Yeah, October's supposed to be the 8th.
Right, October. We study back here, you all.
Yep. Because September, that's like 7.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
Yep. There's all Grecian shit, because then you got August for Augustus. It's July, Julius.
I think so, bro.
June, Juno. So that's a goddess.
You know? So
January, Janus.
Yep, Janus.
Mm-hmm. So this whole paradigm per se is under a Grecian vibration, a Roman vibration.
Sure.
We're not even in alignment with the Eastern way or Yahweh Shai's way. You know?
That's it.
They show you when Yahushua come back, we literally gonna experience a shift.
It's gonna be a shift.
A real shift. Like, it's gonna be totally different in the kingdom.
It's gonna be a great reset.
A great reset, a real reset. Yep.
Because the shifting is starting now in the spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Breaking down strongholds.
We say this gospel.
Right.
Yep. It says, and defile not yourselves with the idols of Egypt. I am the Lord Yahweh, your power.
Well, because when you defile yourself, that means you have to basically perform these rituals. And those rituals draw you away from the Most High and bring you closer to Satan. That's why Jay's countenance becomes so dark. Because the more you engage with Satan, the darker you become. The more you engage with the lighter you become.
Yeah, see a nigga like what's this nigga here? Playboy Cardi. A nigga like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Or ASAP Rocky. You know? But see, the balance, we gonna see the benefit of righteousness, man. What we're doing.
Are you good? You can just walk through.
You know?
But hey, it's point you mentioned these people, because anytime that Esau put any people that Esau put on the stage, guess what? They all little implants, they little demonic puppets, man.
Yeah.
Like that Travis Scott concert.
Yeah.
Hey, but
Yeah, I had one for you.
let's get some scripture, bro.
You from the time when everybody died?
Yeah. And there was a spirit flowing through the crowd. There was a spirit flowing through that crowd. Certain videos showed it.
Yeah, they had the mouth open. He was going inside the venue.
Oh yeah.
They being consumed.
Being consumed.
How about this nigga on the Odyssey?
Really?
Yeah, Travis Scott is on the
You
Odyssey.
know what? Yeah. I saw that, bro, for the cast. Yep.
Okay, go ahead, bro.
It's back in Exodus 20, verse 8. But they rebelled against me and would not hearken unto me. And did not every man cast away the abominations of their eyes
to this day. And now modern times, because modern goes into just now, what do you believe in? You believe in some form of the American way.
That's right. They did not every man cast away the abominations of their eyes, neither did they forsake the idols of Egypt.
Right. And the reason why we got kicked out of Egypt is because we broke the law, statutes, and commandments.
This is going back to what Elder B brought out in Isaiah the 30th chapter. These are the consequences of walking down to Egypt.
Yeah.
It says, then I said, I will pour out my fury upon them. Brother Polite, Nature Boy, young Pharaoh. Who's the other guy we mentioned?
Shaka almost.
Shaka almost. You know?
Yeah. Back to the chemistry. Right. Back to the people.
Oh,
The suit. Yeah, I be suing sometimes.
Sarah Susan Seti.
Yeah, Seti.
Yeah, I said nigga name.
Yeah, he said he posted videos. I be suing. It says, then I said, I will pour out my fury upon them to accomplish my anger against them in the midst of the land of Egypt.
Hey, a lot of them cats, or you know, the ones we just talked about, they gonna end up taking the Caragua, man.
That's right.
You know, more than likely. You know, they're not speaking against it. You know what I'm saying?
That's their fury. Because their fury starts with them getting worse and waxing worse.
Yeah.
Look at their mental state now. These niggas are psychotic.
But you know,
saying?
years ago, y'all probably remember this, a while back, this nigga here, Young Pharaoh, he was actually crashing out. Like I guess he was at his home, and you know, like
so-called shot up his baby mama's house.
Yeah. It's like, man, what the hell going on with this?
But guess what he says, Quan? If I ever change it, I got it.
Yep.
He said that.
Yeah.
He said, if I ever change, if I ever start doing something different, then I got me. And that goes to show you that how about Shema Shah with the prophets, because we talk worse than these cats do. You know, you got all these guys that are whistleblowers and so on and so forth, but the Most High got the hedge around the prophets. They started with the prophets. That's how I knew about the Rothschilds and so on and so forth.
Yeah, and the thing about it, why they have been able to get us,
it's that spiritual force.
You know?
So going back to what you said about the delusion, Young Pharaoh, you know, he did mention that he got drugged. And part, you know, which makes me believe that he's a project MK Ultra. Yeah. He's a victim of that. You know what I'm saying? Now he say he tapped into, like, he channeled the spirit of a cat, which goes back Young Pharaoh.
That's why he got the nails.
That's why he got the leopard print, cheetah print nails now.
And then it's crazy too, because going back into Egypt, because I had researched it, and you know, listen to Eliyahu from a lesson, like man, like the spirit confirmed it. Like men painting nails, that shit go back to Egypt.
Down in beard.
Yes. Certain dynasties will do it, in particular pharaohs, in particular, man.
Yeah.
They're outliner too. You know, outlining their eyebrows and stuff.
And that was coming during that particular fashion of the world.
And then MK Ultra, MK Ultra is nothing but, think about your mind a mirror. And then, you know, we get a baseball bat and we break that mirror. And then what we do is we take these broken pieces of this mirror and we started to reconstruct it to our likeness. That's what Esau does to the mind. Like when you put a mind under extreme stress, you break that mind just like a baseball bat breaking that mirror. And then they reprogram you into this personality the way they want you to act. Which is why that's all that MK Ultra is.
That's why he said he channeled his spirit of a cat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So after they broke his mindset, they programmed him into that.
He got a very zesty spirit for himself now.
And he was already zesty.
Yeah.
Now, you know, you saw the first video he did. It was 2016, and the Parsons Heart had him playing. He was like, man, check out this cat named Young Pharaoh. So it was like 2016, Young Pharaoh was breaking down how it was in the penitentiary. But he was like a normal kid, you know what I mean? But now you see this shit right here, you know?
Yeah, he was out there boxing and shit. Like, you know, it's like he went from that to this shit.
Look at Kanye.
Oh, yeah.
He on the MK Ultra.
Yeah, he threw.
And then the prison grounds is nothing but recruitment for the elite. Yeah. Hey, how did King Von know that he was going to blow up before he got out? Yeah. How did Lil Baby know he was going to blow up before he got out? How did Wallow blow up before he got out? Because they use those prison systems as a recruitment to engineer you niggas, man.
It's crazy. I can only imagine Tory Lanez.
Yeah.
When Tory Lanez get out, hey, Fetty walk too.
Yeah, Fetty walk.
He walked right back into his deal. Big bad, and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, because King Von and Lil Baby, it was actually in one of those industry prisons. Houses, I forgot the name of them.
I got a precept, Ecclesiastes 20 and verse 10. There is a gift that shall not profit you for selling out, and there is a gift whose recompense is double.
Yeah, because you know the thing about it, scriptures say, "Ye are not your own." You know. Now, as of right now, only the elect are covered by the blood of Yahweh Shai. But at the same time, hey, for 2/3 of our people, you still belong to the Lord. You shouldn't have done what you did, man. Mm-hmm. You know, becoming this negative influence Esau Edom can use in the earth. You know, because you on the wrong side, man. You know, but it's gonna be an example, you know, for us that fear the Lord to know, yeah, we on the right side of things. Man. You know, because you don't want to get what these people gonna get, man. Like you know, the elder had read, you know, in Ezekiel, them niggas gonna be in the fire, man. Because once you say that charagma, you gonna be in the fire. Ain't nothing else left, man.
You know, you tell what the charagma is.
Oh well, yeah, which the charagma, you know, that's the mark of the beast. You know, well, no, it's the microchip technology. That's really what it is. Yeah, they got the cell phone. Also, they want to put it in you, just like you hear about Elon Musk with Neuralink. You know that chip they want to put in people's minds. That's the mark of the beast. And also, it's a chip they want to put in people's hands. That's the mark of the beast according to the Bible.
You already can't buy nothing before you activate like a critical. You gotta have a phone.
Well, when it's gonna go deeper than that, they're gonna actually want to put it in you.
Because you don't have to have a phone. Yeah. You don't have to have a phone. You can still have cash.
Yeah.
It is current level.
That's current. That's different.
Yeah. See, because if the MOTB, the charagma, was a phone, like they say, then we all fucked. We had phones before we found out what the MOTB was. Right. So the MOTB is going to be something that you're going to get warned about first, and then it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So we've been warning you through the spirit about it. Now you see it coming into fruition.
There's certain people, especially certain jakes that want to be under the radar. You know, they don't have bank accounts. You know, certain people, you know, they don't pay their bills via their cell phone. You know, like everything got to be on paper, so to speak, or they got to, you know, go to Walgreens or something like that. So you got ways, you know, where people can get around certain things now, but the mark of this beast system is gonna interlink everything. So where you can't hide information. It's gonna be mandated. That's the thing. It's not mandatory if you have a phone. Right. If you have a bank account.
We're in a period of gradualism.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're in a period of gradualism. Okay, to prove the point, I got two precepts, Revelation 13:7, and that no man might buy or sell, save he,
save meaning accept,
right, that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Yeah, it's like this one Bible dictionary. Yeah, it's like this one Bible dictionary that, you know, me and Elder Zahabi went into. It pretty much went into how you're gonna be socially and economically cut off unless you have this. So what could that be? It ain't talking about your phone. You know, it ain't talking about the micro C-hip in your debit card or credit card. You know, it is the micro chip technology, but they're gonna actually want to physically put it in you. That's where you took the mark.
If I could say something, and then even when you break down or the name of the beast, because once you basically take this this device, the MC, right? Once you take this device, what happens? Now you become the possession of Esau.
Yeah.
Yes, you receive his name.
Yep.
Right? If you married a woman, what happens to that woman? She inherits your name.
Your name, yeah.
So if you receive this mark, you become his possession. You receive his name. Now it go.
And can I say something, Zaquan?
Sure, yeah.
The name is synonymous with brand.
Right.
You know,
right.
And you know, this chip is a form of branding.
Right.
So like you said, this will back you up, bro.
No, the water, and then or the number of his name. Now you become the UPC code, right? It's a
woman, like he put his imprint on it. It's smart.
Right. So when you think about that, hey, read that Revelation 13:17 for me, bro.
13:17.
Yeah, read Revelation 13:17.
It's the book of Revelation.
That's the imprint.
Chapter 13, verse 17.
Right.
And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark.
So this is a mandate. The mark will be mandated, people. Go ahead.
Or the name of the beast.
Again, if you take this microchip, fuck it. If you take the microchip, what's going to happen? You become the possession of this system. You inherit his name. Continue.
Or the number of his name.
Now, when you go into that Greek for the number, it goes into what? Chi, psi, stigma, right? So it's a diagram of chi, psi, stigma, meaning basically how man becomes a UPC code. Just like in evolution, you had the ape becoming man. Well, if you take that microchip, now you become a UPC code. So look up that diagram, Chi Stock Silver, and it got a man becoming that UPC code, becoming that barcode.
Yeah, because basically it's all about merging man with machine.
That's it. That's
you know?
Just to back you all up, Elon Musk just recently stated this. He says Elon Musk predicts smartphones could become obsolete sooner than most people realize.
But why? Man, who was it?
Because you're gonna have that technology.
Yeah, they stated that you're gonna be the smartphone now. Once you receive that RFID chip, you're gonna become the QR code.
You're gonna be the cell phone. But it was I want to say the CEO of Nokia or Motorola. Nokia. Yeah. So why do you have all these different figureheads of these top corporations that are advocating for this technology if it's not real? If it's just a goddamn conspiracy theory? It's real. You niggas don't see we in the future? We in the future, man.
And again, we all got cell phones. We all been in various philosophies before being born again. Now jump to Revelation 14:9. Boy, you can break it down.
It's the book of Revelation.
Because if you get this device, ain't no turning back.
Yep.
We all came out of a certain philosophy. We all, gonna leave these fucking cell phones.
Yep.
Right? So it has to be something that's going to be inside of you. Go ahead, bro.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 14, verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worships the beast and his image.
And that's why it's scary too. Because like Apostle Hart said, we don't want to tempt the Lord, man. You know? Like the fact you got a man of his, status in the spirit to say we could be written out the book of life. Then, think about if you are a past, prophet, a prophet from the ancient world, you come back in this reincarnation and you take the mark. All them works in the past, it don't matter no more.
And the Most High is not going to allow you to remove it. If you inject that shit into you, the Most High will not allow you to remove it, man. Because that's the judgment. You done sold out.
Yep. And it's crazy too because the brother Elder Michael Allah from the Ancient Days camp out west, he was just doing a lesson on Revelation 14 today, man. So it's the spirit speaking. Like the Lord is warning you people before the actual mandate comes, man.
And that's why when you jump into the book of Psalms, how his house shall continue. His house shall continue.
49. Yep.
Right.
We can get it too.
49. Yeah, it's Psalms 49. It's Psalms 49, bro.
This book of Psalm 49, verse 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever.
Their mindset, their agenda. Us be going to the New World Order. Talk about these 13 Edomite families that control this entire system.
Come on, bro.
They're the gods of this world. They are the elite. They deal with Satan on a personal level. They can actually summon up Satan. And you got ex-Freemasons talking about the reason why they have these empty seats at their dinner tables because it's for Satan. And then also a side note, Kobe Bryant used to do that to pay homage to that deity that was working with him for his greatness in basketball.
Black Mamba,
nigga.
Remember John Todd, the whistleblower?
Yeah.
He stated that years ago. That's why the elite stayed within Europe because they're more tapped into Satan.
That's
closer
right.
to him.
Right.
crazy.
That's right.
It's crazy.
So their inward thought is that their houses should continue forever.
And that's the point. Their houses shall continue forever. When you go into houses, get that, bro. In the Hebrew, what is house?
But yeah,
yeah, you're right. Your body. Right? Right. So houses goes into what? Your body. Go ahead.
It says house, dwelling, habitation, human bodies.
Human bodies. That's transhumanism. That's merging man with machine. Because at the end of the day, they want their birthright. They want immortality, and they're trying to get it from a carnal level. So yes, Revelation 13 and 17 supports what? That microchip will be mandated.
Can I say something, Quan? And they'll want to get to the point. That's why Edom must be stopped. If they had it their way, there will be no organic life left on earth as far as humans. So, with that I'm just saying, because, microchip technology, it comes to a point to where the fact they know everything about you, if the Lord allowed, not saying the Lord going to let them do it, they'll be able to take that chip they put in you and put in a damn robotic body of you, for lack of better words, like a cyborg body, and just continue that, and allow those beings to serve them. I don't know how true it is, but there's a wave on social media that says how life would be like in 2030 when you run out of your air subscription. Like when you don't pay your air subscription, and they show Drake mind his business, then he can't breathe because he didn't pay his air subscription.
The core, Justin Timberlake.
Yeah. In time.
Come on, man.
It makes sense if they got the charagma in you. And I will say this about the phone: it is gradualism into the
it's gradualism.
You know,
Hey, but in time, that barcode represented the charagma.
That's right, bro. That's right.
so because you have to understand a hunter. Well, what I was gonna say, Esau's a cunning hunter, right? It's a lot. Esau's a cunning hunter. He bakes you in with something that you find appealing. So the technology that's gonna come with that charagma is gonna be appealing.
And also for cunning's point, you know, you and I have been talking about it. Cunning also goes into a hunter of souls. A hunter of souls. Not only animals. This man want to gather up all people, man.
Well, to lay on back the coins of Hob, the thing with this technology, especially the one they want to put in your head,
That's right.
all the different applications you're gonna have by way of that technology. Like for example, the Zaquan speaks Spanish. He didn't use no goddamn AI, and if he did, so what, right? Because it's not in his mind to where you gotta download something by way of that charagma. Ain't no hard work. Ain't no studying. Ain't no, X amount of hours you put into something. You just download it in your mind.
It's like the Holy Spirit coming on us.
Yeah. Like you just download these different abilities. So pretty much we're gonna be looked at as old. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Play it out like, what outcasts. Or like we the old way of doing things because now you got this technology that replaces us, man.
Yeah, imagine seeing somebody with a flip phone or a pager.
Right.
You look at them like,
It's outdated.
Outdated.
What happened to Yellow Pages? Let me find grandma Dixie number.
Right. And then use a rotary phone.
Yeah.
But those things are refreshing to have, in my opinion. It's just a freedom,
It's not trackable like
it ain't
that.
trackable.
Like getting an old school car and winding your window down.
It's refreshing. It's refreshing.
So really, Esau's way of this implementation of RFID technology is pretty much like his artificial way trying to make man into his image.
That's it.
This is exactly what it
That's
is.
why you see on the left hand side.
That's it.
And that the second Total Recall, they show you where they got that device in their hand and that's their phone. That's how they talk.
Yep.
They hit a button that you talk to their head. Man.
So right now he wants what a digital prison. That's why you see these spot cameras. You know what I'm saying? All this technology, which also goes into with your digital footprint, because ultimately he wants to link you into his system with Revelation 13:17.
And just imagine social media if you got the correct metaverse. You could literally live in a false reality inside the head.
Meanwhile, he enjoys the world.
False reality gonna look beautiful.
Yeah.
The movie Surrogates, they didn't leave their house. They want to leave. Imagine I recommend brothers watch the movie Surrogates.
It's a classic, bro.
It's a classic. Imagine you got some helmet, but you got a charagma, so you might not need a helmet. But you got this false reality, but in real life you're a fat slob. There's this guy that blew his own brains out, right? But he stayed in the hotel, right? And his hotel was filth. It was filth. But he was a dude that was always the Bitcoin and all that other stuff. But just imagine a lot of Americans gonna be like that. They gonna live in a state of filth like a pig, but in the metaverse, they kings.
And it started with Ovid. It was remote jobs.
Oh yeah.
People didn't want to go back to the
Quarantine,
office.
yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Just
Need the comfort of your own home.
Yeah.
CEO of Nokia by the name of Justin Hotard, he says by 2030, smartphones will be implanted directly into our bodies and 6G becomes fully operational.
And then Lord forbid we had that much longer. But if the Lord did have it that way, that's not a long time.
Way time moving by.
The way
We almost in 2027.
So 3 years time.
Then in 2020, what got erected? Those towers.
Yep.
Camouflage in the form of fake ass trees. Yep. Then the earth shifted. Existence was different. Like you can't track the last 5 years. The last 6 years, it went by like that.
So that 6G got to ignite something that people that took that JAB.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Hence the movie Cellular.
You know what I'm saying? I think they showed it on surrogates too. I saw a clip. Okay. They showed like people just collapsing. You know? The 2 Thessalonians 2 and sort of verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day should not come except there come a falling away first. 70 AD. And that the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
Esau Edom, also known as the Americans at this time frame.
Yep. Who opposed and exalted himself above all that's called the Most High.
He was Satanism.
Or there is worship, so that he is as the Most High.
And he did that during the Renaissance.
Sitting in the temple of the Most High.
During the Renaissance.
Showing himself that he is the Most High.
During the Renaissance.
Also 1960s.
Yeah.
Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you all these things. I told you these things. And now you know what withholded that might be revealed in his time, for the mystery of iniquity do already work.
Yeah, and that's another way of saying the so-called Illuminati. You know, they're the mystery of iniquity, because their power was in their secrecy, man.
Right.
So it ain't a mystery anymore. Now you know that they're the wicked. Now, the Edomite spirit are the wicked, but beginning with the top elite banking families, man. You know?
That's right. Got it. For the mystery of iniquity do already work. Only he who now let it will let, until he be taken out of the way.
And that's the Most High, because this man has to be to the end, because he's the wicked. Prophecy has to be fulfilled, and he's within prophecy. As being the wicked. He's the end of the world.
Verse 8, and then should that wicked be revealed,
right?
Whom the Lord Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
1969.
That's right, bro.
Right? It is intensified during 2007.
Yep.
That's right. Whom the Lord Yahweh shall will consume with the spirit of his mouth.
And that's the holy prophets spoken of in Hosea 12 and 10.
Luke 27.
Yeah.
And it says, and should destroy with the brightness of his coming.
Yahweh shall coming back from the spiritual realm.
Even
with the heavenly host. Go ahead.
Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan.
Esau's coming is after the working of Satan. That's his spiritual father. Now, when you go to Malachi 4, when you go into Matthew 4 and 8, what did Satan tell Yahweh Shah? All the glory of this kingdom I will give to you if you will bend down and worship me.
Yep.
So that shows you that the Babylonian, the Medo-Persian Empire, the Greek, the pagan Roman Empire, all of them worship Satan, man.
Yeah.
All of those other nations bow down and worship Satan.
Yep. And also the land back you, bro. That word for working, it goes in the energy.
That's right.
Yeah. So Esau Edom, you know, that working, or he's operating, you know, under the direct influence of the spiritual demon Satan. Like you said, these other kingdoms before him, they did too, but he's that direct vessel. Yeah. So the Lord, he saved the wicked for last, because it's gonna be this system, Esau Edom by way of this system, that's gonna implement the mark of the beast.
Hey, because we talk about Ham being, you don't say just wicked, but Ham has nothing on Esau because Esau's the wicked.
Hey, going back to the serpent,
right?
And ultimately go back to the garden.
That's
ultimately.
Right. That's right.
They say elect of wickedness. You think about
it. Yeah, he's the elect of wickedness.
Because he's Satan on earth. He is Satan on earth. He's the physical incarnate of Satan. That's how it was the physical likeness of Yahweh Bashim Shai. That's a direct polarity. Esau, so-called white man, is a demon on earth, man.
And then to back to the point up, even the Rothschilds know that they're the Edomites, because what did they name themselves? From Bayer to Rothschild, which means what? Red Shield. They're telling you they're Edomites.
And then when you look up, because the farthest you could trace Esau back is the damn Khazar Empire. I'm sorry, the Macedonian Empire.
The Macedonian, yeah.
They don't attach the Macedonian Empire to anything biblical. That's why they said one of the reasons why the Apocrypha was sent hidden.
Right.
Because in the Apocrypha, it drew that bridge between the Grecians and the Macedonians and the damn Amalekites.
That's right.
Come on, man.
Yeah, you would have to understand, like you said, by bridging that gap.
Yeah.
You know, it reveals that they are the Edomites.
The Amalekites to the Macedonians to the damn Grecians, man.
Yep.
But when you go on Google, Google doesn't link the Macedonians to the Edomites or the Amalekites.
Because even the book of Numbers, it talks about what? The ships of Chitta. Well, towards the end, man.
Yep. Esau Edom.
Hey, I got a quick one while I asked Chad a question. Just going into like technology. I asked Chad, what will people be like in 2030 with the advancement of technology? And I'm just gonna read pretty much the key headlines of it. Said by 2030, technology will likely change how people work, communicate, learn, shop, travel, and even make decisions. It possibly won't mean that humans suddenly become robots, but everyday life may feel much more automated and digitally connected.
Hey, what the elder had said earlier, gradualism. You know, see, you said at the chat.
Everybody gonna be working. I said, where everybody gonna be working?
No jobs.
Yeah.
No jobs.
Yeah, that's like say AI taking over now. Robotics.
Yeah.
The grind is your seats.
Grinding some seats.
Where the big tech companies let them come in and kill the job.
Yeah, unless you take the mark of the beast, there will be certain jobs reserved for you to be a part of the system.
Yeah.
Because there's a proof of what y'all saying. AI has taken over telemarketing, or like we call it like customer service.
Yeah.
So a lot of times you don't even talk to a human no more. You got a robot talking to you.
Yeah, and then like depending on what service you're calling, talk to a human not even an option no more.
Yeah.
They force you to talk to the AI.
Yeah, that bot.
Get a bot, yeah.
And if AI learns off man, just think about how much just knowledge that AI has been collected from watching.
Oh yeah.
You know, it can get wicked.
Yep, and that's the whole point in these data centers.
Right.
Well, and the thing about it, they're gonna build them everywhere. Like there's some pushback down here in Mississippi. It's like in a few places out. I want to say in Meridian that there are already some erected, but they want to do it in this. So what, bro? And Brandon. But they want to build it in the Jackson area. There's some pushback, but ultimately you can't stop it because it's the agenda of the elite. Just like you can't stop the MOTB mandate because there are certain states they already, brothers that went into the articles on it. There are certain states that already they banned the preemptive microchipping of their employees. Like employers can't just put a mandate, at their job that employees gotta receive it. Well, that's the end game. Ultimately that's gonna happen. But we're just going to show you, even though there's a ban in certain states. I want to say Washington, but it's a good number of states, maybe like 7 to 13 of them. You look it up. That ban, it can't override privacy. At the end of the day, they still gonna make it to where these different state bans in Babylon not gonna matter, man.
Yeah, because the scripture talks about how this man's gonna get so close, or when he's about to sit at the table.
Yeah. Feel his belly.
Right. So I mean, it's gonna be super close, but he's still not gonna get to what 100% of capacity.
Right. So there could be some pushback that shows you it's division, but at the end of the day, when it says he calls of all, it means exactly what it say. That so that little state ban is not gonna mean shit, when they collapse the society, man.
Just real quick, just back up, Elder, because how you saying like during those times you're gonna have people still be working. It's Luke 17:35. 2 women should be grinding together. The one
it's a sense of normalcy, because brother said mentioned how there was a sense of normalcy even after the whole 2020 vision thing. All right, there was a sense of normalcy that came after that. And that was a prelude to what they really want to do. So there will be certain jobs reserved for people that take that mark, to fulfill that prophecy. You got it.
So 2 women should be grinding together. The one should be taken, the other left.
Yeah, because one took the mark and the other one didn't.
In this system.
Yeah, in this system. So Yahweh Shah prophesied about the exact time we in now.
2 men should be in the field. The one should be taken and the other left.
Yeah, and that's.
I gotta say something.
You got
field can be a representation of what? The world.
Yeah, it is. It is though. It is. Yep. Yeah, man. And what you call the rapture is the salvation of the elect. Ain't gonna be no damn rapture, and they speak about in these Christian churches, man.
7-year period.
And it's madness. Christianity don't have the answers, man.
Nah.
Now reading that one last thing off this AI question. And it says that 9 human relationships could change.
You got it.
This may be less obvious, but extremely important. Some people may develop relationships or emotional attachments to AI companions.
And that's happening now. That's happening now.
Let's start with Ovid.
Yep.
Because remember, why did Adam also receive a helpmeet? So man wouldn't be alone and for assistance. So the Most High created us to be sociable. But now these niggas don't even got social skills no more.
Bro, it's motherfuckers that have AI girlfriends now.
Exactly.
They're an AI woman.
But meanwhile, Esau enjoys the entire world. But you in a virtual headset.
Give you a virtual box.
Yeah.
How that work, man?
Man, I'll be in the spiritual realm, man.
This is the last piece, bro. That raises a deeper question. If technology can provide constant companionship, information, entertainment, and personalized attention.
Blade Runner 2049. But they showed you that one dude, like he was a Blade Runner. It was a job that you had to basically take out these cyborgs or whatever. But he had an AI woman. You did a lesson on it, did you?
Probably did.
Yeah, it was probably a minute ago. But he had an AI woman. Like he plugged this shit into his house. Like what you call it? What you plug into your computer?
Ethernet cord.
Nah, it's what, bro?
Outlet.
Like an outlet, but it looked like an adapter or something. But he'll plug it in a certain part of his house, and then that chick would appear, like, you know, this damn hologram. Yeah. You know, I know you put a lot of shit, but it's a name for it, like help you save certain files and stuff. That's it. Yeah. But basically, he'll plug this shit into his house, and that virtual one would appear. You know, so why would they show you that? You know.
But meanwhile, they enjoy the so-called human experience. But you in your household.
Siri. Yep. You know that ain't far-fetched, because look what they do with these sex dolls, man. You know what I'm saying? They be having them on. They make them like whole humans.
Yeah.
That was pretty much it. All right. I got you, bro.
It's the book of Job, chapter 20, and we'll start here in verse 15. It says, "He has swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again."
Yeah. Esau even got to cough up the whole earth that he stole. you got to cough it all up, man. So it's showing you this new order of the ages is all in vain, man.
That's right, man.
You know, it's not gonna play out in the end how you want it to. Right, that's it. That's perfectly put, man.
I said it again,
I said this is gonna be the biggest repossession on the man.
Yep.
And he shall vomit them up again. The Most High shall cast them out of his belly.
Yeah, because the moment Babylon the Great is destroyed, you know, this the belly of the beast, so to speak. But you got to cover the whole earth, because by Babylon going down, that destroys the whole system.
That's right.
That completely collapses the whole system.
Bro, you know what, Zaporn? I got you, man.
And you're gonna cover the earth. Now we're not gonna possess Babylon the Great. It's gonna be, you know, smoke, man.
Right.
But we're gonna possess the earth. Yeah. The saints shall take the kingdom. So like the elder has said, that's a good that's a lesson title.
Yeah.
Hey, this is gonna be the biggest repossession ever, man. You know?
You found those, bro?
And this is beautiful, man. You know, it's showing you, you know, the Heavenly Father really already got everything planned out. You know, ultimately we have to endure, you know, but really, hey, we winning at the end of the day, man. Even with all this that Esau Edom gonna come with, you know, and the Wadi how about Shemel Shai. I want the lamb back to buy your point. Now he mentioned you know, the process of MK Ultra, and when you see what's happening with these entertainers, but on a bigger level, you think about what he gonna do to make these people take the karagma. He gonna have to break their psyche.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we speak about order app KO, you know, problem reaction solution. They gonna make the state of the earth so chaotic so where they gonna break the people. People gonna feel like they're not gonna have any choice but to take the karagma.
The main imprint is what? Limitation with these finances. Yep. You got people moving back in with their parents. You know what I'm saying?
That's like the biggest subject on social media on YouTube.
Yeah,
talk about the inflation. People having inflation rents.
Mm-hmm.
So people making a come up just on videos like that.
Mm-hmm. That's gonna be one of the biggest stimulus packages ever. The Caragua. It's gonna be a relief.
Yeah. You know? Hey, Zaquan, hey, what did you say about once the system is destroyed, America destroys the whole system?
The whole system go. Yep.
Okay, hey, to prove your point, this is Revelation chapter 20 and 10. And the devil yet deceived them, was cast in the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever.
Yeah, so this system going up in smoke, and it ain't talking about hell dimension. All right. Nah, the Bible deals with reality. It's talking about what's going to happen on the earth.
Right.
You know, just like, you know, we speak about Sodom and Gomorrah as an example. It's in certain scriptures that say how that fire went up forever. What goes up forever? It's not literal, but it just serve it as an example.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same thing when
It's
the Lord.
timeless.
It's timeless. Yeah, because now you can't even find like the exact location. Scientists speculate what, you know, they're in the vicinity because of the high concentration of sulfur, but you can't really see, like, you know, exact. Okay, what was the exact location?
Well, we still talk about it this day like it just happened.
Yep.
That's what makes it eternal.
That's the smoke going up forever and ever. Yep. That memorial.
Right. And then talking about the fire and brimstone, like, how can the false prophet be there too? It goes to show you it's part of the system.
That system.
It's the system.
Because the Vatican ain't gonna be around.
Right.
All this shit gonna go, man. You know, and we gonna go around the planet Earth and clean it up, man. You know, once Yahweh Shai comes back. You know, you guys.
Job 20:16, he shall suck the poison of asps, the viper's tongue shall slay him.
It show you, like, you know, Esau Edom's own philosophies is gonna be his own destruction, man. You know, ultimately it's all gonna come back to bite you, man. You know, and you bullying the earth, you know, you acting like you bigger and bad than everybody. It's gonna come back to you. You know,
he shall not see the rivers.
And it's crazy because Elder Zahar was speaking on Amalek earlier. Everybody hate Amalek now. Everybody's hating Amalek and everybody's hating the American Edomite.
That's right.
You know, yeah.
He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter.
Yeah, it's like the elder had brought out. Your inward thoughts, your house gonna continue forever. It ain't gonna work out that way.
That's pretty much a layout for the NWO.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
He shall not see it. It says, that which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down according to his substance.
So how you gonna restore it in the kingdom of heaven as a slave?
It's a lot of work, man.
A lot of work.
Yep. According to his substance shall the restitution be.
And they have everything. Oh, and the scriptures say, not only do they have everything, they have more than heart could wish.
Right.
So you think about the people, you got beyond your heart desire, and you still ain't satisfied. Right. That's why they want to put a corruption in everybody. At this point, well, they have everything, but they still not satisfied. At this point, in their minds, they got to be the Most High. That's when it'll be enough. Yeah. They got to be the Most High Himself, because by them putting that Karagma in you, the microchip technology, that's and they spirit, that's the closest they can get to them being the Most High. Because who knows all about you? Who knows all your thoughts? And that's total control. Only being that totally controls everyone is the Most High Himself. You know. So it's not gonna work out how you think once you do this. That's a very stupid move, man. You know,
Most High's gonna force his hand.
Yeah, but the Lord gonna make him do it.
Who can resist his will at the end of the day? You gotta do it.
It says, and he shall not rejoice therein, because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor,
which is Israel, because we mainly oppressed in Babylon the Great.
Oppressed means oppressed down.
The system.
The system.
Oppressing the spirit.
Yeah.
They say he should wear out the saints of the Most High.
And that goes into harass.
Constant harass.
Constant harassment. He would. Yeah.
Because he had violently taken away an house which he built.
Well, a house is land. It's like unto land. So you took you took North America. Yeah, from the so-called Native Americans, from the so-called Seminole Indians, from the so-called Mexicans. This land belonged to our people, but you stole it, man, and you stole the whole earth.
That's right.
Ultimately, so that's what you got. You got to cough up. You know.
Yep. He had violently taken away in house which he builded not.
Yeah, because there are people already here, man.
Yeah. So you used a gun and also what was it? What, biological warfare?
Yeah,
smallpox and quilts.
Fire water was well.
Yeah. Give him that liquor to make him drunk. That was a weapon.
Now jump down and read 22 and 23. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits.
Yep. So when you at the peak of your New World Order agenda, by this time everybody's been C-hipped.
And it's happening now.
Yeah. We're in the beginning of it now. Even with certain of our people taking it.
Right.
Like that one bald head clown on Instagram, man. Nigga think he got superpowers.
He's done.
Yeah, he's super through, man.
Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
Which are the workers?
That's right.
You know?
That's right. We're gonna laborers, right?
Yeah, the laborers.
And then just on a global level, like the oppressed nations.
Yeah.
You know, World War III. You know, the nations that you oppress through your hegemony. You know, or the other nations hit you with the missiles.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Even outside of Israel, you have these other dark nations. They gonna get a piece of you in the kingdom, man.
That's right.
You know.
Because Ham's supposed to be the taskmaster.
Yep. The Sabians.
Sabians.
Yep.
Right.
When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon
So
him.
he got to be close.
Yeah, brother.
He got to be at 100% capacity. When he's about, I mean, that's like you about to eat and you got the fork right to your mouth. And I just come and knock this shit out your hand.
Which shows, like the elders had just said, that has to happen before Babylon the Great get destroyed. We're not getting out of here until that prophecy happens.
So the system, this digital system will be erected.
Yep.
People will be microchipped.
They're talking about re-engineering, for lack of better words, re-engineering the stores to be AI ran.
See?
So like customer service and you purchasing something, all these stores gonna be AI generated. So you just walk in, it's like your Corral is gonna be like a Bluetooth. Apparently, you know, you can make your purchases through your Bluetooth, then walk in and grab it.
They said that's what Oda did. That shot.
Yeah.
It made you like a Bluetooth, compatible, just like a Bluetooth with this 6G technology.
Doctors, doctors and nurses, pharmacists, they already got AI teaching schools right now. I think Austin, Texas, and part of Chicago too.
Because even like mobile orders, like at a drive-thru, you order it online and then you go through the line and you just get your food. Because you already made the order in your phone. You just go to this place and get your food.
So what you need people for?
Yeah, they got automated delivery drivers. You know, it's a thing to be. I think in Dallas, when the bus be out there, it's like a little thing to be traveling right by them.
We saw the cars in Miami, self-driving taxis.
Y'all get in. Y'all get in.
Had our own website.
It's crazy. Like it shows you, it's gonna be a major distinction between those that take the mark and those that don't, man. You know, because like was something that the elder Yashima had mentioned a while back. Like, what is the Most High's technology? It's humans. Like we're the Most High's technology. It's like, you know, like just case in point, like you got women. Like, you know, I just recently found this out. A woman that's pregnant, she know when another woman pregnant, or a woman that's on her cycle. Like I mentioned, like a Bluetooth, so we're like sync. Yeah, like they're synced. Like they know. Like that. So that's the Most High's technology. But like the same thing, like, you know, Karagma on the flip side. But
John the Baptist mom.
Remember? Yeah.
She knew that Mary was pregnant. The baby leaped in her womb.
You good?
You coming through here, bro?
Back in Job 20 and finished off 23, when he is about to fill his belly, the Most High.
When his enterprise is crowned with success, or he think it is, and his enterprise, this new world order agenda. And the main tenet or the main part of the new world order agenda is having majority of the people on planet Earth microchipped, especially the tribes of Israel.
You go to etymology line for enterprise, it goes to undertaking, it also goes to taking hand. So what device within today's time can match up that prophecy the elder read?
COVID spelled backwards. So you know, you still gotta have that God's plan. You see men's play, but have they seen God's plan?
Yep.
Have they seen what God can do with his weapons of natural strength?
Yeah. And it shows you it's gonna be divine intervention. You know, for the Lord's men, on behalf of you serving the Lord, you fearing the Lord, you're gonna be defended and protected. You know,
and you may get sick and just wake up with spiritual power.
It says, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
While you enjoying your new world order system, you know, you figure like you finally got it. That's when you have a shot on his way with the angels, and that's when the nuclear missiles on the way to Babylon the Great.
That dark cloud on a sunny day.
Yep.
You outside enjoying you as a picnic, and all of a sudden you just start raining.
And that's the time of our salvation, man. But to lay on back one more point that Elder Bond made, But and the spirit really keep pushing. Don't take that karabma, man, because once you take it, ain't no getting out. Now you go into you get the prophecy again, Revelation 13, 16.
Okay. I mean, y'all bring out Revelation 14 too before we come. Bro. Can I get it now? Hey, this is Revelation 14 and 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark.
Yeah, and don't think you could take it out, like the elder said. Go ahead.
And receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand.
Either hand.
That's right. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture.
That's a metaphor for the nuclear destruction, as well as the laser beams from the chariots. It'll show you that that's extreme hatred for any creation that take that mark, man. Got it.
And to the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
And that's in real time, you know. That ain't some mythology, dealing with some hell dimension underground where you burn forever. Nah, that's the reality of the Bible. You're gonna be in that judgment once Babylon the Great is destroyed by fire in World War III. You know, so that's the penalty for taking the mark. But what is the mark?
Revelation 13, verse 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond.
As the other Bible had mentioned, that's Esau, Edom, but by way of this beast system. All right, go ahead, bro.
To receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
Now we know that word mark goes to the Greek word karabma, which you should say cutting in the flesh or an engraving, you know.
And then the origin of karabma, you got karax.
Yep.
That's the instrument to inject the microchip.
Yep. And you have the word the writing, grapho. You know, which goes to all the data that's going to be on the mark. Everything, your biometrics, everything about you. But another point too, one of those definitions, it goes in the palisade. You know, like I said, I was laying backing off the L to B. Basically, you look into a palisade, it could go into a fence. So once you take that mark, you're fenced in. You can't, you know, you think about a prison yard. Yeah. You got the fence, you got the barbed wire. Yeah. You can't get over that fence once you didn't.
As the world gonna be a digital system.
Yeah. Yep. Prison.
Yeah, digital prison.
Yeah, so once you take it, ain't no getting out of it. Like you locked in, man. You know?
Hey, with that, we hope this was of edification. We hope you're built up. Once again, we want to give all honor and glory to. We also want to give double honor to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstar Rule Well. Peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of everything elect. Ababa. Come out, shalom.
Shalom.
I haven't heard the truth like this been ever.